Good morning to all. In this today's lecture, we are going to see about the delta connected three-phase generator. So in our previous lectures, we see about the star connected and delta connected loads to the star connected generator. Okay, so here we are going to see about the delta connected generator. Okay, so consider this figure. So these are three coils of the generator. So when these three coils, this endpoint is commonly connected, then it is called star connected generator. Suppose these three coils are connected in such a way so that it forms this closed path, then this connection is called as a delta connection. Okay, so even though it is a delta connected network, it has only three wire, three phase connected AC generator system. Okay, so this is a delta connected system, so that the line voltages is equal to the phase voltages. Okay, and similarly my line current, which is equal to the root 3 times of my phase current. So this result is established from the phasor diagram. So consider this. So in our previous lectures, we see the same phasor diagrams representation to find out the line voltages of the star connected generator. So similarly, the same setup is established here. So this is the phase current of the delta connected generator. Okay, so IBA, IAC, ICB is nothing but the phase currents. Here IAA is nothing but the line current of the delta connected generator. Okay, so we know that, so this IAC is extended in the opposite direction, then it is taken as ICA. Okay, here the line current IAA is nothing but the vector addition of IBA plus ICA. Okay, so we know that in vector addition of two vectors, just you draw the vectors parallel to the another vector. So here, so from this point IBA, a line is drawn which is parallel to the ICA. So this is the line which is drawn parallel to the ICA. So similarly from this point ICA, just we draw the line parallel to IBA. So this is the line drawn parallel to the IBA. So when these two lines are meet at a particular point, so this point is nothing but the vector addition of two vectors. Okay, so now you consider, so from this point you draw some perpendicular lines. So now I consider this triangle. Okay, so we know that when we extend this IAC line in opposite direction, the angle between these two currents is 60 degree. And similarly, so the line current IAA is exactly midway between these two vectors. So that the angle between these 2 points is around 30 degree. So just I draw this triangle. So this is nothing but IBA. Okay, and I take this distance as x. This is the angle 30 degree. Okay, if I want to find out this distance x, which is nothing but x is equal to IBA into cos 30 degree. From the trigonometric relation, just I write this formula. So cos 30 degree is nothing but square root of 3 divided by 2 into IBA. So that the distance here is root 3 by 2 into IBA. And similarly this distance is, which is equal to again root 3 by 2 into IBA. So that the overall length, which is equal to addition of these two values. So that the overall value, which is equal to root 3 into IBA. So that from the relationship I conclude the line value of the current, which is equal to root 3 times of my phase current. Got it? And one more conclusion is here. So you consider, so this is the phase current and this is the line current. The angle between these two currents is 30 degree. Okay, so according to that, the phase currents and line currents are drawn in such a way to represent in the phasor form. So from this phasor diagram, so there are two inferences should be concluded. The first thing, the angle between the line current and phase current is around 30 degree. Okay, and similarly the line current is equal to root 3 times of my phase current. Okay, so now we see some solved problems in delta connected generator system. So for this problem, the delta connected generator is connected to the delta connected load, whereas in the delta connected load the resistance and the capacitive reactances are connected in parallel. Okay, so for this particular problem we should find the value of phase angles of theta 2 and theta 3, and similarly the current in each phases of the load and the magnitude of the line currents. So here we take the balanced load. Okay, so that the impedance in each phases, which is equal to the combination of 5 ohm resistance in parallel with 5 ohm capacitive reactance. So in order to maintain the sequences exactly, the angle of theta 2 is equal to 120 degree and theta 3 which is equal to minus 120 degree. So we know that it is a delta connected system, so that the line voltages which is equal to the phase voltages. So that VAB which is equal to EAB and VCA equal to ECA and VBC equal to capital EBC. We know that the current I equal to V divided by Z impedance. So here the line voltages which is equal to the phase voltages, so that I take the phase voltages here. And similarly here the resistance and capacitor reactance are connected in parallel, so the combination is represented by this two. Okay, in order to simplify this, just you need to convert this rectangular form into a polar form and you do the simplifications. Okay, so that my final value of the phase current which is equal to 33.9 ampere at an angle of 45 degree. Okay, so that the next value of current IBC and ICA which is equal to again 33.9 ampere at an angle of minus 165 degree and 33.9 at an angle of minus 75 degree. So here I stress a particular point. Here the magnitude of the current is 33.9 here because it is a balanced load. If it is the load is unbalanced, definitely the magnitude value definitely should be changed, but here the impedances are equal, the magnitude is same. Okay, similarly the phase shift between the current is 120 degree phase shift between these two currents. Okay, just you add 120 degree, then you get the value of here. Okay, and similarly suppose you add minus 120 degree here, then you get the value of this minus 75. Okay, so that if I add these three currents, then definitely the vector sum of these three currents is equal to 0. Okay, and these are the phase currents. If I want to find out the value of the line current, then it is simply multiply by root 3 of the phase current, so that root 3 into I phase, so that this is the magnitude of the line current 58.82 ampere. Okay, so then consider this problem. So in this problem a star connected load is connected across the delta connected generator. So it is a 3-phase 3-OH system. Even though here neutral point is available, in the generator side there is no neutral point exist. So that only 3-phase 3-OH system is exist. Okay, once again for this problem it is a balanced load configuration. So each phase has a series combination of 6 ohm resistance and 8 ohm capacitive reactance. And from the problem they specify here the line current is 2 ampere at an angle of 0 degree. So 2 ampere at an angle of minus 120 degree and 2 amps at an angle of plus 120 degree. So from the current itself we conclude, so these three currents are in balanced condition, so that definitely my load is in a balanced condition only. So now I want to find out the voltage across each phase of the load and find the magnitude of the line voltages. So it is a star connected load, so that the line currents and phase currents both are equal, so that the current through the corresponding load terminals both are equal to corresponding 2 amps with the respective phase sequences. Okay, so now in order to find out the voltage across each phases, simply multiply the current with respect to the corresponding load impedance. So then we get the value of the phase voltages. Now this phase voltages is multiplied by root 3, then we get the value of the line voltages. Okay, so just see that. So this is the concept I explained. Okay, so that the line current which is equal to the phase current for the star connected load, so that my phase currents are equal to 2 amperes. Now in order to find out the value of phase voltages, the current is multiplied by the corresponding impedances. Okay, so now you multiply, then this is the resultant value of the phase voltages. Okay, now you multiply this value by root 3, then you get the value of the line voltages. So the line voltage is around 34.6 volt. Okay, thank you.